Hey nerds, welcome to Jared Berry Acts. Today we're going to react to Season 4, Episode 5 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, entitled Beer Bad. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links will be in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes in just a few moments. This title has me a little nervous, a little apprehensive, just by the name of it. I don't know. They had a candy episode that was actually really fun. Beer episode is either going to be really fun or really bad. I did just watch an episode of Angel where there was, a hand crawling and eyeballs floating. So, we're all here. Jerry goes behind the scenes, boop, and we can watch Beer Bad. Beer. Beer's good though sometimes. You see us step up ass kick. Oh, double jump split kick. Super kick. Throw him. Oh, crouch. Sweep the legs.
I don't know what to say.
Go fuck yourself. How about that?
After how I've treated you.
Oh, you're dreaming.
Do you think one day you might?
No.
I was really, really hoping that was happening and she was going to tell him to fuck off.
Skills we've learned, however much we've evolved, the pleasure principle is at work in all of us.
Him and his shifty
how does
eyeballs.
this conflict with the ego manifest itself in the psyche? What do we do when we can't have what we want?
We'll go back to Dream World and kicking some ass with our stab, stab. Buffy, that was everything.
Buffy, I don't know what to say.
Oh, now he has flowers and ice cream.
After how I've treated you, and now I owe you my life.
Oh, now
You'll
he's
never forgive me.
shirt's unbuttoned. Oh. Terrible.
I'm the new bartender over at the pub.
Oh.
Got my lighter, my rag, my empathy face.
Oh, you're trying to light the cigarette.
Aren't you too young to be a bartender?
20 and a
Au
day.
contraire, mon frère.
Mon frère means brother.
Mon girdle frère.
Mon
Behold.
lady friend.
I don't believe this is entirely on the up and up.
What gives it away?
Looking at it.
Well, no one's gonna see it anyway.
He's gonna get into some trouble with some beer, ain't he? Because the beer's bad. And he's a bartender, Xander man.
Mixing drinks. I'm pregnant by my stepbrother who'd rather be with my best friend, and he's left me with no place to live, no food except for this bottle of wild turkey, which I drank all of. That was me being tanked and friendless for you.
That's a real story, I feel like, from somewhere. Wild turkey's a little, that's definitely a deep cut there, Willow. I got some wild turkey 101 downstairs. It's not for me. I'll be honest.
Wherein the mind is stronger than the penis.
Nothing can defeat the penis!
Too loud, very unseemly.
What the fuck was that?
And water. Is that right? Do I have to write this down for you? A glass of ice water.
I would have said yes. Please write it down. And one at a time, bro. You want some white wine? I'll get you some white wine in a minute. We got to get an orderly system going. Form a line. Shit. Yeah, Buffy, you're too worried about Parker over there, and you got this man, Riley Coyote, right in front of you. So, like I said before, maybe he is a little too good to be true, but come on now. God, but he's already locking fucking tonsils with her. He said, let me wrap my uvula around your uvula, and we can string them together like a DNA strand.
Possibly debating the geopolitical ramifications of bioengineering.
There's always an asshole like that, ain't there? Like in college. Just because you know some big words, you want to throw shit around. Because the dude's working as a bartender. Makes you feel better. Makes you feel tough. People love breaking out big words, especially like in a debate or an argument. They'll try to throw you off by saying some dumb shit. They really don't even mean what they think it means. Like, what do you think about the state of the osteoporosis and the growing inflections? Like, bro, what are you talking about, dog? Those don't even go together.
You have a take on that?
No.
We are the future of this country, and you keep the bowl of peanuts full.
Yeah, you're just a twat in college who thinks he's better than everybody else, who wants to be on the cutting edge of something and gets into the stock market, ends up blowing all of his dad's money. All of his money that's in the stocks crashed because he put his money into. He really didn't, he thought he had the next big breakthrough, but it just plummets, loses all of his money, has to move back in with mommy and daddy. That fucking fails. And then you just end up doing the same shit Xander's doing and working as a bartender. And that's okay, buddy. There's nothing wrong with being a bartender. Nothing wrong with being a janitor. There's nothing wrong with being a trash man. Don't look down on people because you think they're lower than you just because you know some fancy words and you're studying bioengineering. You're not Tony Stark. You're a fuck boy. Look at you. Kind of like Dexter a little bit, honestly. Not even your boss has your back, bro.
Happen to frequent. It wouldn't really be like I killed him, really.
Buffy.
I'm a slut.
No, man. And I don't even like that thought even popped into your brain. That word was thrown around so much in the 90s, early 2000s. Hell, even when I was in high school. Like, I watched people would go from one relationship to the next. And I mean that in the literal sense of one relationship to the second relationship. 1 to 2. Person number 2. Over the course of maybe 2-3 years, sometimes even a month. Things didn't work out. They moved on to the next person. It's high school. That's the way relationships worked. And they were called a slut. And that doesn't make any sense in my brain. It's just such a fear behind that word too, I think, for a lot of women, because if they want to explore different things or want to be with people, and you have to worry about being dubbed that for some reason. I don't know. It's immaturity, I think, for most people.
No.
Buffy's been with 2 people. You opened yourself up to somebody. You took a chance. You fell hard. You slept with them. Made a mistake. That happens. Doesn't make you a slut. And also, too, even if somebody is a big old slut, who gives a shit? They want to go around fucking a bunch of people, let them. That's their life. That's how they want to live it. Why do you care? You're just maxing around sleeping with you, fuck boy.
Idiot.
No. You gotta stop being so hard on yourself. Sorry. So sorry.
I'm better.
Yeah, bro, this isn't an episode of Cheers. Get to work.
There's nothing.
Feels a disturbance in the force. She ain't actually singing that song right now. Is that the girl that walked past him? My assumption's a werewolf, right? He's like locked in a trance though.
Do you know her?
Veruca? No.
It's like, do you know her? He's like, who, Veruca? No, I've never met her before. Like, all right, bro, it's a little shady. I don't feel like that's a... I see why Willow has like a concern on her face because she's watching her man like kind of ogle at a band with a singer, an attractive singer, and it's pulling his attention. But I think it's just because she's probably a wolf or something in that line. Maybe like an alpha? Is she an alpha? So he's drawn to that, maybe a scent or something? That makes the most sense in my brain, but you can definitely tell Willow is hella uncomfortable with that entire situation.
Keep your theology of Providence.
Is that Harold Kumar? What's his actual name? Fuck it, left me. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. That's Kumar, right?
Providence to yourself, fat boy.
I was just drawing a parallel between
Beer. Had the earliest morality developed under the influence of beer, there would be no good or evil. There would be kind of nice.
What a wild season for cameos already in the college situation. Harold and Kumar escape from Guantanamo Bay. You know what? I feel like I do remember watching that. Holy shit, I blacked that movie out of my fucking memory.
I went to see Xander. I saw Parker. Then came beer.
And then group sex.
Got her face? No, just lots and lots of beer.
Bro, for a second, I was like, what is he writing Buffy as at this moment? Granted, shout out Willow for not judging her and just saying like, oh, that had to be pretty painful. You okay? Like, you want to talk? You went to Five Guys Burger Factory and, you know, you had 5 guys.
Doesn't mean it won't be on the midterm.
Oh, a sandwich.
Now, if I've been unclear...
Hey, that's one of them fucking convenience store sandwiches they be dishing out too that comes in a little plastic wrap.
Anyway, speak now.
Buffy!
Good. Now, before you go, make sure you pick up a pink worksheet from the TAs.
I'd have lost my shit. You steal my fucking sandwich. I don't care if I know you, don't know you, whatever. I'm gonna call you a lot of words.
Based on that, choose 3 essay
Right,
topics and
It's probably the fucking beer, isn't it? Damn you. Yeah, I would be really concerned if I was Xander. Like, your best friend sitting over there just drunk out of her fucking mind. It's 2 days in a row.
Boy, I'm having the worst day. You got a light?
This is your lighter moment, man.
Yeah, I guess I could see how it'd be dull for you.
Oh, God. What would it be dull for, buddy?
See ya.
Oh, Willow, you should have said something. What's that?
Yeah.
The person coughing in the background is so faint in this ear, it sounded like there was somebody fucking behind me coughing. I didn't like that. Freaked me out a little bit, not gonna lie to you. Oh, and I done froze the damn thing again, didn't I? Alright, I got it refreshed.
You.
Somebody burp gagged in the background. Get some rest.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Say bye.
Bye-bye, Buff.
Bye.
Or a loyal friendship or something. But most are just two people passing through life, enriching or aggravating each other's lives briefly.
Go on.
Just for one night. Can't two people who feel an attraction come together and create something wonderful?
Of course.
And then go back to their lives the next day better for it, but never overanalyzing it?
Of course they can if they're both consenting to that. But not when you lead them in again to false pretenses of a relationship, fuckhead.
Or it takes the fire out of it.
He's psychotic with his psychotic eyes. And he is making sense in the words that he's saying. But that's still not the pretenses you use for it, man. You can still have a casual hookup and both people be like, all right, this is a casual hookup and go your separate way. But the whole no call, no show afterwards? Nah, son. Especially with Buffy.
Maybe.
Maybe. She said, don't make sense of me.
Willow.
Buddy?
Oh, God. He turned into the fucking Geico caveman. Why? Why? Oh, they're all gonna turn into...
Some of your patrons are turning into cavemen.
They had it coming.
Told you, bro. Look at that. He been bottling that shit himself. It's fucking kids.
Before the others, so I don't think she had as much to drink.
I can't believe you served Buffy that beer.
I didn't know it was evil.
You knew it was beer.
Well, excuse me, mister.
Got a point there.
I spent the 60s in an electric Kool-Aid funky Satan groove.
It was the early 70s, and you should know better.
I'm not the dad of her. Buffy's a grown-up.
He ain't wrong. Oh my goodness, she has cave drawings and her hair's getting all nasty.
You know, I'm wondering something about you.
What?
Just how gullible do you think I am?
All right, Willow, that's my girl, man.
With your gentle eyes and your shy smile and your ability to talk openly only to me.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
unbelievable.
She had me there for a second. I was worried that my girl was cuckoo banana puffs.
What?
This isn't sharing. This isn't connecting. It's the pleasure principle. That's right. I got your number, id boy.
Id boy.
Only thing
Id
you're
the boy.
thinking about is how long before you can jump on my bones.
Look, if you think that I'm...
I mean, you men. It's all about the sex. Find a woman, drag her to your den, do whatever's necessary just as long as you get the sex.
Damn, you got Billy Bonk with the motherfucking Billy Club. That's good. He got hit with it, though. Fuck him. I don't like how nasty they made their faces look, but their mouths are still fucking like there's actual skin color. We're going to take a pause from this brilliant episode to just remind you that you should have fire extinguishers in your house. Never know what could happen. Have fire blankets and fire extinguishers. I don't care if they're a little expensive. Buy them. You'd much rather pay the price now than to pay the price later, if you get what I'm saying. I need a Willow. Willow, friend, save her.
Sideways limp.
Gone. You don't know what the fuck's happening.
Bad.
Bad. Bad to the bone. She said. Oh, I'm stepping up. Hold on to the pipes. Monkey crawl. Put my legs up and over. Pushing that thing through. I mean, that's just acrobatics right there. American Ninja Warrior. Did y'all save Parker?
Right? Buffy's still in there.
She's saving Parker.
Help me! I can't breathe.
Wallop his ass with that fucking stick.
Buffy, what do we do? Oh God.
Hell yeah. Schlepped. Now carry his ass out.
Ponder the geopolitical ramifications of being mean to me.
Oh, that was actually really funny.
I may not deserve this, but do you think you could forgive me?
Oh shit. Is she gonna be cognitive to remember that? I do appreciate everybody just being like, yeah, he deserved that. I appreciate everybody feeling the way that he deserves that. Well, that was definitely an episode of Buffy. I think if they didn't actually turn into full-blown caveman, I think I would have enjoyed it more if they just would have been barbarian, because you go one of two routes with that, right? Either, hear me out, they either just become like Buffy was, they just more dumb and simple-brained, or you have them alter into caveman and even give Buffy some caveman features, like, I don't know, like give her a brow, like a fuzzy eyebrows, or give her a beard or a mustache or something. You could have made it funnier, but they kept it that way, and you have Parker come up and try to apologize and get bopped. I thought she was going to do something stupid, which would have made me wish that she was more cognitive thinking. I wonder if she'll remember that down the line. But listen, the fucking bartender poisons the kids, turns them into things. Xander probably doesn't have a job anymore. They're cavemen. They're no more cavemen. That's the gist of it. I think the big takeaway was Oz going to see Veruca, going to see Vecna perform. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll give you a quick beer story. We were at the Royal Rumble last month in Indianapolis, Indiana. We went up to the Royal Rumble and had some pretty good seats. We went so long without anything to drink. It was a few hours that our mouths were dried out. You didn't want to get up because you're scared you're going to miss something. Then the beer man came around. Beer man, you had to ask me. My buddy flagged him down and said, hey, need 2 beers. 2 Michelob Ultras. Big cans. You can get them for a couple bucks at the gas station. Go ahead and take a guess how much those beers cost. 2 beers. If you're doing an over-under, say $20 for 2 beers, it'd be the over. Over-under for $30 for 2 beers, it'd be the over. $40. Roughly $20 a beer. Granted, there was also a tip involved. It was about $18 a beer. $36, about a $5 tip. $41 for 2 beers. I don't like beer, but that beer tasted amazing, being dehydrated and having no fluid in your system, like or your mouth was all dried out. I don't recommend to drink beer then, because it's almost like an instant buzz, but still, regardless, that is the way the cookie crumbled that night. We had a blast, though. Beer Bad came out November 2nd, 1999 with a 6.3 rating. Yeah, that makes sense. There's Cal Penn as my boy Hunt. Good for them. While this is often called out as one of the worst by fans and critics, Joss Whedon has a different perspective. It's interesting. Every single episode contains an attempt to do something real, and contains at least 1 or 2 lines that crack me up, or 1 or 2 moments that genuinely shock me. I know there are ones that are not favorites among fans, and that are definitely ones that I scratch my head and go, you know, They seem like great idea on paper, but I never actually singled one out and went, here's a total failure. Everyone always talks about this one. The bad beer, Buffy goes all cavewoman. A lot of people groan about that one. And I think it's some lovely stuff in it. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun episode. I just don't think it's not good. It's not a good episode of television, but it's fun. It's fun. They turn into cavemen. They're poking fun at everything about beer. You get Parker getting bopped. There's good moments in it. I'm not going to write it off and say it's one of the worst episodes of the entire show. I probably enjoyed Zeppo more than this, and that's saying a lot for me, but it's just, yeah, it was just fun, man. In 2017, Kal Penn tweeted some photos of scripts from the earliest days of Hollywood auditions for small roles in TV shows and in a commercial to show how often an Indian American actor was asked to portray a white screenwriter's stereotypical offensive idea of a foreigner, but he also singled out the episode of Buffy as one of the few positive experiences during that time. They didn't rely on being ethnic or racial stereotypes. There are too many in this stack of old scripts to tweet. I'll be here all day, and said there's some wonderful first auditions and work experiences, stuff like Steve Harvey, Buffy, Angel, 24, really smart, creative people who didn't want to use external things to mask subpar writing. Nice. Very nice. Producer David Something says, despite the intensely negative reactions of the fans seeing Buffy being battered about by the forces of college and being treated so callously by Parker, they had to ride that out until now because we didn't want her to find strength immediately in this new setting. Get the fuck out of here. How about that? Xander calls Giles, Mr. I spent the 60s in electric Kool-Aid and funky Satan groove, reminding him he used to do of his use of narcotics during his Ripper days. It's a reference to Tom Wolfe's 1967 The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test, a book dealing with drug-taking hippies, although Giles disdainfully rectifies the date. Actually, the early 70s, he does not contradict the facts. That is our episode of Buffy Beer Bad. The next episode we're going to watch will be an Angel, Room with the Voo, and then the next episode of Buffy you guys will see will be Wild at Heart. And I will see you all there. Links and everything in the description box down below, playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated. I'll catch you on the next one.